YouTube! How you guys doing today? It's Mike, Pratt Family Homestead. Let's go look at our garlic. I've got a ton of scapes to harvest off of here. I'm not gonna lie, there's no way in heck I'm gonna use them all. The ones I don't actually like, I'm thinking about fermenting some, drying some, grinding it, maybe slicing some. But the ones that I don't use, I will hang and let them dry. But there's no way I'm getting to all these anytime soon to really do anything with. I am looking forward to fermenting these scapes, because I don't think I did last year. I don't remember, but we'll see. We also have a bit of a mystery. We lost our records as to what we planted. And before we get going on this video, quite a long time ago, I've been wanting to do a video here for about a month on our garlic before we harvest it. But I had posted on Instagram for people to tag us in their garlic pictures, and we'd get it into this video. That was a long time ago, but I keep my promise. So here, check out these garlic photos. These are people that we hang out with on Instagram, and we are so happy you tagged us in your pictures. So let's go see them. So if you remember from our video when we planned these back in, I'm gonna guess November, I don't remember exactly, but we decided to do one long row. We have about 400 to 440 planted. At least I think that's the number. That's what we planted. I'm not saying that's what came up, but it kind of looks like everything came up. But we lost track of our records of, you can see these white stakes separate what kinds of different garlic. So looking back on that video, tells us that this first section here is northern whites. These things are huge. This right here is coming up to the tip of this is at my belly button. These are huge. Northern whites. And then according to that video, this is Georgia Fire. According to that video, this is Amish Rick Crumble. Let me say this, and that's where the video stopped, was on this section right here. So I have two Amish crumbles. I have one that was about an 80 count, that was our homegrown Amish crumble that we saved, and I believe that's what this is, because it's a smaller section. So Amish crumble, homegrown. I have no documentation on this one, but look at these tips here real quick. Look how these look. I got a pretty good feeling that's Persian Star. Now, by far, the most that we planted was 145 Amish crumble from thegarlicstore.com. So this is by far the biggest section. So that has to be what this is. So we also had two different kinds of Persian Star. So I don't know which one it is, but from thegarlicstore.com and from, was it Fillory Garlic? So that Persian Star down there looks exactly like this one. So I think I got it figured out. So looking at these, we'll just look at this Persian Star real quick. And looking at these scapes, my understanding is when you want to harvest this scape, when it makes a complete circle and starts coming back up. None of these Persian Stars are looking like they're ready for that. I'm not quite sure what happened here, but it went back down. I'm thinking those are more than ready. Look, this one's got two more than ready. Generally speaking, these scapes are getting harvested today. So, okay, so look at the size. of these things. You can come right down here at the base of it, snip. I'm gonna go through and do this with a lot of them. And of course, after snipping, we gotta taste it. Awesome garlic flavor. Okay, that is the Northern White Scapes. This is a lot of scapes. This is a very small section of this row. What I need to start doing is finding people that would like some, sell some, whatever, because I plan on, wouldn't mind starting to do even more garlic. But, so here's my understanding on these scapes. If you don't cut them soon enough, if you're harvesting 4 scapes, if you don't cut them soon enough, they can get very, stringy and like woody. Like I can kind of feel this one is like that down here, but up here it's still feeling quite nice. And that's my understanding on it. I don't think, the other thing is if you let these grow too much and they come out and they flower and everything, you're taking energy away from the garlic bulb itself. So these bulbs probably still have at least another month growing. Most of these do. Last year we harvested mid-July, I think. So we're looking at about the same. Look, you can use this in all kinds of cooking. Dice these up, put them in stir fry, and it's wherever you would use garlic, you can use these. So, and probably more. Believe me, there's lots of people that know a lot better than I do. This is kind of interesting. I found a couple like this. I don't know if maybe it bent and broke it and that's what happened, but I don't recall ever seeing this happen before. But probably found 4 or 5. Look at this little underdeveloped garlic here. Well, working on getting the wagon filled up with scapes. Many of you could probably tell me, we have grown the Amish recrumble, if I'm even saying that correctly, probably not, every single year, and I do not recall seeing this before. But I guess some kind of nutrient deficiency, I don't know. I don't recall seeing the leaves like that before. See, there's a healthy one, and I don't know, I think that's not healthy, but I don't know. And it appears to only be in the home grown recumble that we planted. I could be wrong. See, even the scape on this one is a little. Wagon full of garlic scapes. Life is good. Now, when you go to ferment these and stuff, I know people put this part in there as well. Me, I'm looking for Jenny to use something quickly for meals and stuff, so I'm probably gonna do some slice, do some, a couple inches long. I'm probably gonna go ahead and cut the floury part off and just get these fermenting. And then some probably freeze some until I can get to them, and then probably, I don't know, just hang a bunch up when I'm dry. I let a ton of these just hang and dry last year. They hung through the winter too. So it's a lot of garlic scapes. Okay, I wanted to also point out that this single row style that we did in this part of the our property worked out really good. It worked out just like I wanted to. Before, we've done short rows next to each other and had a heck of a time weeding in there and stuff. If you remember from our video from the fall, we laid the black matting down, burned holes in the matting for a hole every, whatever it was, 6 inches. But the whole plan was to be able to just mow on both sides of the row, and it worked. And there's not many weeds popping up in here. So few, in fact, that I've gone through here and weeded once, the row itself. But in the rest of this area, I just mowed this to get through here. But down there and everything, I planted a ton of buckwheat as a cover crop. So the plan is once the buckwheat's up and ready to be tilled back in, hopefully that's when we'll be harvesting the garlic and get all this tilled back in. So I really like the single row. Next year I'm thinking about doing a like a plot, like and you see people plant them in a plot right next to each other, pretty close and everything. So I might go ahead and try that next year. Take up a lot less real estate. I don't know. I've been happy with this. Okay, that ends that. So keep an eye out for the garlic harvesting video, which I'm thinking mid-July sometime. Maybe even after our hootenanny, the end of July. It'll all depend on how wet I think the ground is, if things are going to be rotting in there, and when they need to get up. So, I mean, Okay, so you guys said you wanted to try some?
Yeah.
Go ahead, pick one up and just put the cut part on the tip of your tongue. Is it garlicky?
I like it though. I like how it curls. Yeah, I like this part.
Okay, you guys can play with those two. Don't put them back in the wagon with your nasty spit all over them.
Okay. Can we eat this then?
Sure, go ahead. It'll be softer up top. It'll be softer the farther you go up. Was that super spicy? Super garlic? You okay? All right, the girls have decided they want some too, so go ahead and pick one. We have plenty. Grace, I'm not so sure you're gonna like it. After you taste it, don't put it back in the wagon. Grace, no, other end. Okay. Just put your tongue on it and taste it a little first. Okay. Tastes like garlic? Yep. Now, Andrew took a big bite and thought it was spicy, so be careful on your first one. I think Andrew's just kind of chewing on it a little and sucking on it a little. Him is right? Is that what you said? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna start cutting all these flowers off of here. Got me a couple of helpers. Fingers. Oops. Grace is not like struggling necessarily, but she's doing good. She's getting some of them. Yeah. Of course, these aren't really great scissors. But... Hey, darling, if there's one you can't get, just give it to me and I'll get it and you get a different one.
Or give it to me.
Or give it to Boo. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, wax fingers. And cut right here. Yes!
Good job. Okay, put them in the good pile.
These are flat. These are sharp.
I see that.
Hey,
thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and helping.
Oh, you're welcome. And then set it. See? Oh, that didn't work. Got it. Oh,
good job.
Right there.
Okay, I'll get it. Good job. We're not walking around with the scissors. Good job.
Oh, look at this small one.
Oh, it's so cute like you.
Oh, this is a fat one. Actually, I am a baby.
You're a big girl. Good job. All right.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Oh, chickens, dogs,
Oh.
goats.
Look at this. This is hanging.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I want to be a monkey.
You guys are wrapping this up quick. Thanks for all your help.
Oh, guys. I'm just throwing all these tiny ones goofy. All of these go to goofy.
Okay.
Because it's all tiny. These